Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Weiss, and today I wanted to take a look at something you may or may not have seen, and this is something that's, my goodness, has been talked to death, and that is taillights. So what I'm going to show you today is this exact clip. This is actually SubiSpeed and OLM are putting together AfterMarket taillights. And it's very exciting because people, just for whatever reason, hate the OEM taillights. So I'm going to go and let this play so you guys can see, and we'll just kind of talk about it. It looks pretty cool, I got to say. Just like when the bumper came out, or when they prototyped that bumper over at JD Muscle, it looked pretty cool. This is actually the beginning of the clip. I love that we have sequentials. Big fan of sequential lights. I had the sequential headlights on my 21 WRX, and it looked fantastic. Now, people have said that this particular look changes the car to look a little bit like Audi TT RS. I actually don't know what that car's taillights look like. I had to go look them up, and just as how everybody was talking about how the OEM taillights look like Civic taillights, I don't see it. I mean, I guess like a little bit it does, but I mean, does it matter? You know, at this point, this whole like taillight game about, you know, who can make the most unique taillight so it doesn't look like anybody else, I don't really even think that's possible. Just the way that they look right now, I think they look really cool. But to me personally, I think that it does lose some of what makes it unique, because I love that this triangular, angular shape. And the lava lights, I feel like, are way more unique than what these look like, because these actually look very plain in comparison to the just the OEM, because it's got that I think they called it magma look, because the lights shine off of the way that the plastic or the chrome is molded, and it looks really cool, very unique. I think the only other car I've ever seen it on is like some Mercedes, and that's kind of like where they got that idea, which that's pretty cool. Now this, let me show you what people are saying about what it looks like the Audi. This is like the best picture that I could find. This is it lit up. I mean, I guess I can see it because it's got like the little boxes, and this has like the little box. It's not even the same thing. It's just people complaining to complain. Now, is it something that I'm gonna get? Probably. I mean, it's an aftermarket part, and it's the only one that's out there, or well, it's the only potential one that we have right now that's coming, that we know of for sure that's coming. I'm sure in another 2 years' time, 3 years' time, there will be more, but that actually does look pretty cool. And if the taillights is the only reason that you're not going to buy this car, and the bumper is the only reason you're not going to buy this car this summer, you can change them both. Granted, this is probably going to be $600 to $700. Like that bumper unpainted was like $1,800, and painted like $2,500, $2,600. So something to think about. Now, in the same vein, we're talking about taillights. I wanted to bring this discussion again because of how, even if I look at the comments, people are like, oh, Audi TT, Audi TT RS, Audi TT. Now my car looks like an Audi. You know, which Audi model is this? Already people are saying these weird things about these taillights. Now before, what people were saying was that our taillights look like Civic taillights. Now, the reason I always question that is because I actually don't know any Civic that has taillights that looks like our OEM, and I'll explain why. So this is what our taillights look at right now. Like, they have this triangular shape. They look pretty cool. Again, subjective. I think they do. And here is 3 generations of Civics. This is the 2006 to 2011. Obviously, this is not the ones that we're talking about. There's just no way. It doesn't look like that. Then the 2012 to the 2015. Again, I can see why people think that it looks like this, but because it's, you know, it's more angular and it has like the C shape to it, which it still doesn't. I'm going to come back to these ones because I have something very interesting to talk about here. You look at the 2016s, I mean, a little bit looks like them, but what I don't understand is why people are saying this now, because if I go back to the 2012 Civic taillights, just want you to take a look at these lights. And I want you to compare them to a VA WRX. How was this not already said? Because to me, these two taillights let me try to put these side by side for you guys so you can see. These two taillights look far more similar than the new ones. Now the 2016, I can see where people are saying the 2016s do look a little bit like a Civic. I can see that, but I mean they're much larger, you know, whereas these are thinner. But this is where it comes back to, like, I mean, what is it that people want? Your taillights are going to look like something. People generally copy each other. You know, these are both Japanese manufacturers. Headlights are going to start looking similar-ish, but for these brand new ones to come out and already people are like, oh, it looks like this, it looks like that. I mean, what is everybody's expectation? Like, what do you want from these lights? Anyway, I don't want to make this a super long one because it's just something fun I wanted to talk about. I do think they look pretty cool. Let's see what they come out, and let's see what the price looks like. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.